everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor. Down in my unfinished business, I'll be doing these either here in my basement or upstairs, my living room. It's too cold to do it out on my deck. So there you go. It's kind of cozy here, this room here. Give you a little look. My wife's art studio's over there. That's kind of cool. But it's messy. My cat loves mess, you know? Take a look at all my books and stuff. I'm building a library down here at the gym here. So, and the lighting's terrible. I'm looking at the image. Lighting's very bad, but that's okay. Okay, so I am a big film buff, film aficionado. I do something here called Mike at the Movies. I used to have a blog, Mike at the Movies, and I'm starting that up again. My first movie I'm going to really break down is Raging Bull. Also, The Exorcist, Raging Bull, Exorcist 2, classic, great movies. I did, let's see, last week I did like just an introductory, is that the word? Adjective, video for Raging Bull. So, anyway, not only do I love film, I love television, and we are today in a golden age of television, and what makes it great is these long TV series stuff that you see on HBO and all these different channels, Netflix, you know, Breaking Bad and Mad Men was great. Those are some of my favorite TV series. I like the Fargo. I mean, I have a bunch of them. I'm going to do some video recordings on what are my favorite television shows. But it really started with the television series that started it all was The Sopranos. That was it. Was it 1998? I don't even know the date. I should have looked that up before I got it. It was 1998, 1999, I believe. It ran for what, 6, 7 seasons? I should have this up, but whatever. Okay. So that started it, and these television executives said, whoa, we could make money doing this, making quality television, making a TV show like we make a movie. And then you get in deep with these long series. It's character development and subplots, like not unlike reading a novel. You used to have to, if you wanted to get deep and you wanted all that, you had to read a novel. You're not going to get it on TV or even film. Even like The Godfather, right? The Godfather was 3 hours long. They had Godfather 1 and 2. I'm not even going to talk about Godfather 3 because that was garbage, but 3 hours, and there was some of that, but still it's rushed. You can't really do it in 3 hours. Now, when you have a series that's like 60 hours, like complete with all the seasons, like Mad Men, I've seen every single episode twice. I think it's 92 episodes, something like that. Over how many hours is that? You know, I've watched it twice. You could develop these characters and subplots like reading a novel. So, okay, so getting right into this, I'm going to be doing many videos on TV and these TV series and how we're in, you know, this golden age of television. So I want to talk about the best scene ever, the most powerful and controversial. Many people hated the last scene of The Sopranos. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. And I just watched it a few minutes ago before I started this video, and I got chills down my spine. I go, whoa. Okay, so what is that last scene about? There are many YouTube videos about the last Soprano scene explained, and it's really interesting. But this is my personal take. Okay, that's death. That's what death is, not the romanticized, oh, you go to heaven and Jesus and all this kind of stuff. Pretty much what happens when you die, no one really knows, but this is kind of probably what happens. It's lights out. It's not romantic. It's not this or that. It's not good or bad. It's just nothingness, as if you've never existed. Now, of course, James Gandolfini and the show The Sopranos is part of, you know, American culture, and we have it on tape. This will last for hundreds of years, perhaps, from now. You know, like, yeah. But in the scheme of things, all this is like eventually everything we do, like all our culture, like everything, like Beethoven, Shakespeare. I'm really digressing here, but essentially, if you see my videos about my sort of kind of pessimistic, antinatalist, nihilistic view, like nothing means nothing. Read Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament. Really, nothing means a fucking thing. Eventually, everything's going to die, right? There's 7 billion people on planet Earth now. 100 years from now, every person who's alive now, dead, gone. Your children, your grandchildren, everyone. Donald Trump, Obama, everyone, gone, dead. And then a new set comes along, then gone, dead. And eventually, the sun is going to burn out, right? The sun's going to die, the planets, eventually, blah, blah, blah. Everything, the universe is going to die. So at the end, all you're going to have is cold, dark silence for eternity. Pretty grim stuff. But, all right, that's the theory. That's what science says, okay? So I'm going to play this video, this video clip from the last scene. It's the last scene of The Sopranos. And IMO, the greatest scene ever. It's powerful. And I love the background music. Journey's Don't Stop Believing. This is just so good. All right, I've talked too much, I think. Let's get right into it. Here we go. Last scene. Sopranos. The final scene. Here we go. Gandolfini was way overweight the last, when he died shortly thereafter, right? I think he died 6 years after the series ended. I'm not sure. Too young, though, obviously. I fucking love this song. Ooh, it's so perfect for this. Oh, so poignant. This scene. That's life at a diner. No big shootout. Carmela.
What looks good tonight?
I don't know. Where's the goat?
He just called. He's on his way. Meds coming separately. She had to go to the doctor. Switch birth control.
Okay. Small talk, I mean, not so much. Your daughter switching, having coffee at a diner. Kind of boring. That's real life. This is for all of us.
It's Carlo. He's going to testify.
All right, this is heavy stuff. This is real life. This is what happens in real life. Okay. Concern. Okay.
Onion ring.
Son.
Best in the state, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. There's a look. How many people watch this episode expecting something? There's Meadow. By the way, this is real life too. Like, Tony's gonna see his daughter, Izzy, Meadow, for the last time. That's not how life works. When your number's up, it's up. And there's nothing romantic about that. Tony's looking around. He's not really nervous. This is his life. It's Tony Soprano's life.
His work today.
Well, I'm doing is getting coffee and placing English phone calls.
You may not realize it, but you are making contacts.
It's an entry-level job. Buck up.
I love Tony. I love James
Focus on the
Gandolfini.
good
Miss that
times.
fucker.
Don't be sarcastic.
Isn't that what you said one time? Try and remember the times that were good?
I did?
Yeah.
God damn, that's powerful stuff.
Well, it's true, I guess.
Try to remember the times are good, the good times. It's Meadow trying to park. Uh-oh. That's the life of you're in the mob, that you're constantly looking around. What's up?
I went ahead and ordered some for the table.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light, don't stop.
Whoa! Oh my God! Wow. Okay. So interesting. For a while, you have Tony's perspective, right? You want to get like, what is it like to die? Like, this Tony got whacked, right? That's how it is. If, as far as Tony, it's you don't see the blood of the guts or, bullets. Tony in his eyes, blank. Forever, blank. No big bang, So it's interesting where you see Tony's perspective, and he's looking, he's concerned, he sees these people walking in. Who are these guys? But not too crazily concerned. And then Tony looks up. Fade to black. What happened? What happened to Meadow? What happened to Carmela? Was she freaking out? Or the cops come? As far as you're concerned, you don't know. End the story, end. Chills up and down my spine. That's it. If you're an atheist, that's pretty much what happens, right? End of life. Okay. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk.